This is my Alpine CVA-1000R headset and system that I'm preparing for sale. But before I do that, I just want to show you a little bit about how interesting this system was from late 90s, early 2000s. So you've got three components: the main head unit, I'll show you that operating in a moment, and then you've got this CVA-1000R control system, which is almost like the brain where everything gets plugged in. And then over here we've got a video 6-disc CD changer. Video CD only though, not DVD. I've also plugged in some speakers, one here, just so we can hear this system running. And I've got an aerial lead there just ready for receiving some local radio station. So let me pop this on the tripod and we'll get this up and running. Right, so the first thing to do, it's powered on. It's run off a battery that's just out of shot over here, just a regular car battery. And the first thing to do is press open close, and out comes our screen. And the first time you do this, this screen is always at this angle. It's quite hard to see, so you have to press this button on the top a few times. Currently the system isn't on though, just the screen is out. So press this button on the top and that fires up our screen here. It is old tech, so it takes a little bit of time to wake up, but hopefully you can see that's come to life. And the first thing it comes up with is the radio. Because I've got an aerial plugged in, looks like it's found a station, so let's just check. Okay, nice bit of Fleetwood Mac. You've then also got the ability to change to the 6-disc changer, and there's a couple of aux inputs, and I'll talk about that in a moment. We go to source and then use this rotating dial here. We can get to changer. I press that. And there we go. Now I know the first track is quite quiet. There we go. Let's not worry about the copyright just right now. And if we go into setup, and rotate here and go to audio, press there, and then we can adjust fade and balance. So let's do the balance. So this is fade balance over to the right over here, and then over to the left. This annoying beep can be deactivated, by the way. There we go. If we come out of that, let's turn Mark Knopfler down. So, when we select beep, we can turn that beep off. So now we don't get any of the beep, which is great. And then if we go back to our source, we see we're still playing on disc 1. Now I mentioned earlier this plays video CD. I've got a video CD in there at the moment. That's this, the Lion King. Video CD is very popular in Asia, but not very popular at all in the UK, but let me show you. So if we select disc 2, which is the slot it's in. By the way, this takes a completely regular Alpine 6-disc CD changer cartridge. Nothing special about that. And then you can't see anything, but what you can do is you can select video, V-select, and then you get this. It starts playing a home movie. Or sorry, a movie off the disc. And here we are. Now there's a couple of lines on the screen. This screen isn't perfect. It's got a vertical line here, vertical line here. Let's just turn this up a second. There's a trailer for Finding Nemo, if I recall correctly. Adjust that screen. There are 3.7 trillion fish. There we go. And if you don't have a video CD in there, you don't have any video. Let's turn this down. And then you go back to playing your disc, and then you can just select, go back to your original music disc in our case. And then if we skip to our track that starts quite loudly, and put our volume up again, and there we go. So if you want to get back to the radio, press source again and just use that rotating dial. There it is, that way, and back to radio. Bit of Madonna. What you can also do while you're playing music is you can actually just close this down. And it carries on playing. Now, originally when this was new, it would have had a remote control. I don't have that, so you could then use the remote control to control the features. All we can do at the moment, though, without it, is either turn it off, open and close, and we can do the volume here like this. And then opening again. And then when you're on the radio, if you press the function control, you get all of the different things that you want to do. So turning on DX, auto memory, I think that is, preset up and down, and scan, but you can do that with the knob as well. So if we do that, it will find the next strongest station. Because I haven't plugged in a proper aerial, I should probably do DX, shouldn't I? And then it will actually find something. There we go, radio 3, radio 4, greatest hits where we were. Yeah, only the powerful stations can it find because of that aerial. Again, if we were on CD, let's get back there, and you press this function menu, see what it comes up with. So you get forward, back, change the disc, repeat, shuffle, but some of those features are already on this rotating dial. So in conclusion, a really nice system. It's working really well, as you can see. I've got the cage here, I've got the fascia mount here for going in a car. This came out of a BMW 840 Ci. There's been a few repairs to the cable, specifically the CD changer cable, but as you can hear, that's working because it's playing a CD. And a few of these others. I didn't remove it from that BMW. Had I done, I wouldn't have cut any of the cables. The person who did cut the cables, so they had to be repaired. But unfortunately no manuals, and I don't have that remote control, but you have everything here for a really cool retro car hi-fi installation. One final point to note is this setup feature that I've been showing you, that requires, let's turn the volume down, that requires the system to see that you are stationary, and there's a lead called parking brake. You can trick that into thinking that it's in the car and the car is stationary by just connecting it to an earth, and as soon as you do that, you get access to all this setup. But if you try and run it without that connected to an earth, you can't access setup. It will say something along the lines of, we can't do that, it's for your safety. So I've now just changed that wire. This is the parking brake control wire. It's blue and yellow. It says parking brake on it. Let's just check you can see that. Yeah. That's that one there. There it is. So if you now try and press setup without that connected, you get this, can't operate while driving. And there's nothing you can get out, even if you're doing that on the radio, it doesn't make a difference. You can't have a picture, for example, so that video CD won't work. Let's get back to radio, come on. There we go. Again, can't operate while driving, so that lead has to be connected. So there we go. In conclusion, great system. It's going up on eBay today. Have a watch of this, or if you've seen the link and you're watching this video and you've got any more questions, message me either on YouTube or via the eBay platform, and hopefully go to a new home and get a really cool retro car for a really cool retro hi-fi install. Thanks a lot and goodbye.